and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're already part of the Sprinkle Squad. I am so happy that you're here and that I'm able to talk to you again. And I know it's been a minute since I actually posted, but in case you didn't see my last couple videos, or it's just been a minute and you need a reminder, I'm currently working on what I'm calling a rainbow road. It's gonna have 6 lots on it, and it's gonna be divvied up with the 4 rent pack, and it's going to be each lot is a different color of the rainbow. So I've already posted red and orange are already up on the channel, and right now I am working on the yellow one. And I will go ahead and tell you, I have already built all of the lots. I built them a month and a half ago. It has been a while. And if you are new to the channel or haven't seen my last couple of videos, I just moved. Well, I say I just moved. I moved a few weeks ago, but it has been so chaotic. And actually, my intention was to have all of these pre-recorded so that I can post, so I don't really have a break in posting. But you know what? Life didn't work out that way, so a little bit of a story time, so I hope you don't mind. I actually went to go and basically, I went ahead and packed up my office. We were trying to be really good and pack, leading up to the move. And our last move, we actually packed everything the night before, and it was a disaster. So we were trying to be more responsible, and we went ahead and packed my office. And because we did that, when I went to try to go do this voiceover, so a month and a half ago when I tried to do it, I realized that because we packed my office, that there was a terrible, terrible echo. It was awful. I tested it and I was like, there's no way I can post this. This is going to make everybody crazy, including me. So I was like, okay, what can I do? So then I sat here and I was like, you know what? I can sit really close to my microphone and take a big blanket and hold a blanket over my head with my arms and just try to do the voiceover that way. And if you've ever tried to do something like that, your arms start hurting really bad after a while. And so I sat here and did that. And yes, it looked as ridiculous as it sounds, but I really wanted to get these, posted for you while I was in the moving phase. And yeah, here's the thing though. I did that and something went wrong with the recording, so I couldn't use it. So now my arms are they were hurting, and I was so frustrated. I was like, okay. So I tried to record the voiceover again the next day, and then my editing program decided, I'm not gonna actually save your voiceover. So I lost the voiceover. So I've done this now twice. So my arms were just hurting, and I was like, this is just a disaster. So I was like, you know what, it's just not meant to be. I will wait till I move. Well, then they moved back our closing for our house by a couple of weeks, and then we had issues with the movers that pushed back another week, and then it has been so insane. So it has taken a while to get things set back up, and so I apologize for the break in videos. That wasn't my intention, but you know what, life just happened, and we're just gonna go with the flow. But I'm hoping that I'm kind of getting back into the groove of things. And so when I'm recording all of these color to builds, just know that it's been a month and a half. And so I'm doing this the best I can based off of my memory, because it has been a while since I actually built these. But I really enjoyed actually doing all the colors. And I know that on, I can't remember if it's my orange or red videos that are already up on the channel, if you wanted to check those out, people had made suggestions for the road, to put the hopscotch and the marbles out there. So I do add those. I can't remember which video I add them in, but those are added, and that was genius. I can't believe I forgot those existed, but I end up putting those in, so if those magically appear. And also, fun fact, this is so funny. So I actually had a friend of mine on Twitch. So I do stream on Twitch when I can. I haven't in a little while, but the link is down in the description if you want to follow me over there. If, once I get back to going live, so you don't miss any of those. But I was watching a friend of mine on Twitch, and I had her actually stream the touring this whole build, the rainbow road. And oh my gosh, I had no idea, y'all, but there is a random chair behind this container home. It's a yellow chair, so it was a chair I used in this lot, but I don't know why I didn't notice. So if you download this, it is already up on the Sims 4 gallery under my ID spicensprinkles and under the hashtag spicensprinkles, all one word, all lowercase, and down in the description if you want to see it written out. But if you download it, just know that there is a secret random chair behind this build that I did not know was there until she was touring it on stream, and I was like, well, that's already up on the gallery. So just know that there's a random chair in there, but I just thought that was so funny. I think this, honestly, this whole lot, having 6 different homes on it, there was so much going on. I probably missed some things. I'm curious to know if you downloaded, did you find anything else like totally random that happened to the build? Honestly, it was just so funny to me when I saw that. But I also wanted to mention too, and so I made notes. I remembered that on the orange build, I did have laundry on the orange build, and that I didn't put a hamper. So I'm not kidding. I wrote this down on a post-it note like 2 months ago, and it got moved. It's now in my office. So now I'm telling you that I did add a hamper into the orange house, so you don't have to worry about that. The one on the gallery is correct, but I think that's all of the updates I needed to do, hopefully, on my life and for the other builds for this series. And I honestly really loved the way this turned out. I ended up doing a pastel kind of thing, and the table I just used, the end table in the living room, I had never seen before. Well, I've seen the end table, that swatch that had that pink, yellow, and blue, and then same thing with kind of what I'm using as a makeshift headboard over the bed here. I had never seen that swatch. It's iridescent, and that is from Dine Out, and I just thought that was so pretty. I did size it down because it is huge if you've actually ever used that item. And I did use those beautiful curtains that we got with Growing Together. Oh my gosh, we need a different naming scheme for all of the packs in The Sims 4 because they're way too similar and then I forget what they're called. But I really wish though that these curtains didn't have this weird shadow issue. I feel like I always have lighting problems when it comes to these curtains. They always just seem so dark and I don't know why. They're not sized down or anything, so I mean, hopefully that doesn't bother you. If it does, you can of course swap it out. And I will say that this is kind of like a loft area, and when I was building this, I basically ignored the fact that I needed a bathroom because I didn't know where to put it until literally right now. I was I really need to figure out where to put this bathroom. But I think the layout ended up really nice. But what I will say is this is technically the bed can fit 2 Sims, so if they scoot, however, I know that I put that little divider there next to it so your Sim can't actually get around to the left side. So of course if you want 2 Sims you can remove that divider, but I just really liked having it there. So you may have an issue having 2 Sims live here. I don't know if they are smart enough to scoot when the bed isn't necessarily against a wall, if that makes sense. So let me know if you have some experience with that, but that may be an issue. So if you have 2 Sims, you can easily take out that divider if you'd like to. But I really like the way this came out. I mean, the pastels came together. I feel like I used a bunch of items that I don't usually use, and I also combine items that I don't usually combine, but I usually don't use that really pretty light blue swatch in that. Wait, is that the vintage glamour dresser? I think so. And I thought that was just so pretty. I figured maybe this was a Sim that just moved out on their own, and it just was so cute and adorable in here. And I actually ended up putting a pool in the front yard. So I'm trying to remember. I think this may be the only house with a pool. I'm pretty sure. Again, since I built these about a month and a half ago, forgive me if I'm incorrect, but I think that's the case. And I just thought it was so funny. This is a house for maybe 1 Sim, but it does have a pool. And I also will say, so what is uploaded to the gallery, I did go through and identify the rental lots to be each home. However, as it was pointed out in a comment, I couldn't figure out how to do the yards as specific spaces, if that makes sense. So I have a feeling that the rental, the Sims that live there can probably go to each other's yards, but I couldn't really figure out how to do that, especially since I wanted to leave the driveway open, if that makes sense. So if that is an issue, you can of course block stuff off, but I just like the illusion of having a driveway and cars, even though I know that that's not really something we need in The Sims. I just thought it was really cute, and that I was able to color code, I think, most of them. I'm trying to think. I think purple, I ended up having an issue. I'm pretty sure there was not a purple car, but I think all the other ones I was able to have a color car that matched, which I thought ended up being super cute and adorable. And I have a range of size of houses too, so it kind of ended up being that this side of the road, so the red, orange, and yellow, ended up being like slightly smaller homes, and the larger homes on the other side, the green, blue, and purple. But I just thought that was super cute. Originally, I was thinking they'd all be tiny homes, and I was like, why? There's plenty of room on this lot. I think this was, oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember. Is this like a 50 by 50 lot? Something like that. But I ended up, is it Oakenstead or something like that in Willow Creek? And honestly, I love the way this also looks from like the map view. This looks super adorable, and I did try to play test it the best I could in terms of making sure your sim can get in the house. I don't think you should run into any issues, but hopefully you don't. It was just a lot to test. So hopefully I caught everything if there were any issues. I don't remember there being any huge issues actually with this particular build. I have a build that I worked on recently, which I guess will be a little bit before you actually see it, that I had a ton of issues with. I'm sure I'll talk about it in that actual voiceover, but it will actually be a limited pack build. But again, that'll be coming out actually in it's going to be a bit, since I have so many, because I actually have the yellow, green, blue, and purple builds for this. And then I also have like a micro home and an island bungalow that's like coming out. I mean, anyways, it's just, I've got a lot of builds because I've been building, but I haven't had all of my like tech stuff set up to actually do voiceovers. So fingers crossed that this voiceover actually works and the program doesn't just delete it, because I don't know, I've not been having very good luck with this particular build, and I don't know why. At least it was not a super long voiceover. Like, I think all of the other ones are longer, so I guess if it was going to malfunction, this was a good one for it to malfunction on. And hopefully I sound okay and there's not like any kind of weird voice issues, you know, let me know. Hopefully I kind of took care of it and it wasn't echoey since it wasn't at my other house. And we've also been in the middle too of like trying to get our old house ready to sell. So we technically own both of them right now, but we do not want to. So we've taken like several trips to go like get that house ready. It's been a crazy couple of months. So just know I'm doing my best and trying to get stuff out for you. And I really am excited about all these builds and I've had such a good time building them. And for instance, I was really happy that I could actually do a container home. I feel like I always think I want to do one and then I start and then I don't actually, like it morphs into something different, if that makes sense. So this actually started as a container home and finished as a container home. But yeah, I think the chair that ended up behind this building is actually the one that matches this bench. I don't know how it got there, but you know, it's back there. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a really sweet day. Bye everybody. People talk and tell what you want.